Welcome in to this edition of Great City Attractions. Today we tour one of the great Highland cities of Scotland. These are the great city attractions of Inverness. Loch Ness. For generations upon generations, the name Loch Ness has been linked to a strange creature lurking out in the deep. It's here that time spent out of the water is time spent looking for that mystical and engaging piece of folklore. One of the great things to do in Inverness is to go out on the flows here and wonder if there's anything beneath. Culloden. History lovers will love their time in Inverness, as there's an amazing array of historical sites to explore. One of the most famous sites and tourist attractions in Inverness, the Culloden Battlefield, marks the spot of the end of the Jacobite rebellion of 1745. The armies here comprised of forces loyal to both James Stewart and the British government. A popular visitor centre is present on site and provides a fascinating glimpse into the period of unrest and the battle itself. Inverness Castle, another of the great landmarks of Inverness. The history of fortifications on the site goes back to the 11th century, with the present castle rising in the 19th. Robert the Bruce raised a castle here in the early 14th century, while Mary Queen of Scots also has history here. The building has appeared on a Scottish banknote in the past. Fort George, making for a great day trip away from the city itself. Fort George, which is still in use as a military barracks today, played a major role in the Jacobite rebellion of the 18th century. Jacobite forces destroyed the fort only to be defeated at Culloden soon after. The rebuilt fort is a fine example of defence in depth, with the structure housing a prominent military museum. If you're enjoying the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel below. Clava Cairns. The historical sites of significance continue in Inverness with Clava Cairns. This Bronze Age burial tomb is one of many around the greater area and is an example of rituals from ages past. Popular tours can be taken to the site, which lies to the east of the city of Inverness. Distillery Tours. If you like whiskey, then Scotland is certainly the place to indulge in a drop or two. Distillery tours from Inverness prove a popular tourist activity. Some of the most popular brands in the region include Glen Ord and Dalmore distillery offerings. The amber liquid never tasted as good as it does in these parts of the world. Nevis. Inverness has some areas of outstanding natural beauty. One of those amazing destinations being trips to the Cairns National Park and further south, a visit to the tallest peak in the Highlands and indeed the country in Nevis. The 1,300-metre summit awaits those that fancy the rugged landscapes of the Grampian mountain range. Around 130,000 reach the top of the mountain every year, making it one of the must-do activities of those engaged in outdoor activities around the Inverness area. Ness and Town Centre. The thriving and charming heart of the city of Inverness remains closely related to the river running through it, namely the River Ness. Many of the city's most notable buildings and tourist attractions can be seen within short strolls from the riverside here. The Botanic Gardens, popular hop-on and hop-off bus tours, and shopping areas are just some of the things that'll keep you busy within the city centre. Culloden Viaduct, a little bit more history and an engineering delight. The Culloden Viaduct is part of the Highland Main Line and lies to the east of the city itself. The viaduct opened in the late 19th century and remains the longest masonry viaduct in the country of Scotland. The rail feature has a protected building status, having been given the title in the 1970s. That concludes this edition of Great City Attractions. Subscribe to the channel. What's your favourite thing to do in Inverness? Comment below.